at, and that's what I normally like to finish at on the deck. So it's not constantly yelling at you, bingo, bingo, shit like that.
So it's the fuel just off my left butt cheek, the fuel dump on.
Yeah, and that's how you dump fuel. But you gotta remember to set your bingo first, because if you don't set your bingo, it'll continuously dump fuel until you either remember it or until you run out of fuel. So I like to set bingo first, and then I'll dump down to my bingo, and it will turn off by itself.
Right.
Ooh, who's that?
That's Excalibur.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, I was like, did you see that jerk, that chop?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it looked like you glitched in.
Oh, jeez.
Like glitch, and then you were glitched, you were off again.
Huh.
So that was different.
Are y'all gonna go out and do any other work?
I've got about an hour, so and I've not really bound anything on this stick, so I was just going to kind of practice with the Moza a bit. We can maybe do some refueling.
I'm down for that. It'll be fun.
I've been practicing using the harpoon slams and the slam ERs with the data link pod, so I've been going out with no centerline tank. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You get at 36,000 feet with the slam ER, you get a standoff of about 140 nautical miles.
Peace.
Which is pretty cool.
You can shoot that for long.
Yeah, so I can fly between, so with about 10,500 pounds of fuel, I can take off, fly halfway to my target, launch, pre-planned, and then make it back to the boat with 3,000 pounds of fuel. But having that standoff capability really drives down your time in air.
Yeah, not having to fly all the way there.
You've got that dialed in now, Axie.
Yeah, it feels good. That one would have been long if I had my hook up, but
What's your trick? What technique kind of got you over the edge?
repetition, baby. I'm still trying to teach myself to not pull back on the stick, like to just like even going left and right. I still feel like I'm like subconsciously, I guess it's the word, like pulling back.
Yeah, you gotta use that throttle.
Yeah.
That was the toughest for me too when I first started flying the Hornet. Was trusting that power will do all my vertical lifting and descending.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my Darth Vader livery on. So if you don't,
I'm not saying that.
Okay, then you'll get it after we're done.
Let me check if it's giving it now. Percent. 457 Pacific RGV, Spitfire.
Stream Elements said a dog door is now live. Streaming DCS World, Mocha AB9 FFB, testing DCS.
It hasn't actually sent it though. I'm just checking the server, so it's weird.
But I think it doesn't send until you take off, like, from what I understand.
Oh, I see. There you are. Yeah. I'm just not sure. yeah, I'm sure it's been working lately. Have you guys updated the library link?
No.
Mine updates like like library link is now updated to whatever. It'll be done when shut up DCS or something. Alright, I'm Green Jet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was about.
Oh, that was a hard landing. You broke your shit.
I saw that.
That was a bad one.
iOS 5 input okay. Why won't it let me spin on vacay?
What kind of loadout are you guys doing, or what are we thinking of doing?
I just
Oh,
got
y'all.
carrier landing.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all can put whatever on. I'm on Liquid Canadian.
I see that.
I'm gonna hit the tanker with you guys and then flamer practice.
Why can't I turn on? Okay, what am I missing?
It should DC on 127 at the top.
On
Oh.
336 and then
Wait. Oh, no.
up there it is. I just got the on button. It wasn't clicking. There we go. Okay, 11, FFB 12. Not that it matters because we're on Discord. BRC 268.
It's 009 right now.
Oh, she turned, didn't she?
It turned as I got on. Like, why does this feel so weird?
Is it turning now?
No, it finished its turn.
Okay.
It turned when I spawned in initially.
You said 07.
009. 009.
What's the tanker?
Zero?
Like 64. No, 264. For a comp.
That's right. I think that's correct.
The button 2.
That's 260. It's 260. 264 is with your.
260.
Yeah, so that's going to be.
Is that 14? Yes.
Sounds right. 14. Nice.
Package for 60.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Do you get a fair bit of resistance on the Moza in the F18?
Oh, you'll have more resistance for sure. Just because it's not connected direct to like the actual wire. It's not hardwired direct to the ailerons and the, fly-by-wire. So you can adjust that like mine was.
What? Come on.
Oh no.
Isn't that fun?
Every time. Jimmy.
Seriously.
Is it set to 6 hours?
I thought it was 8.
I don't know.
I feel like this happens every time I get set up and started on
Yeah,
the carrier deck.
Yeah, I was like,
the worst is when you like do a mission like you were doing. So you're on the carrier, you get everything set up, you take off, you're almost there, you shoot the missiles, and you're like, all right, and you start turning, and then boom, it shuts off.
The good news is the boat has dynamic hot start hornets. It does.
switch to that. Roll.
I got to do my routine.
Yeah,
I probably
like to
should
go
do
through
my
the start
routine.
procedure.
Yeah. I've not done it for a little while, so fine, I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
I did it already twice today.
Every time I go out to the airplane at the airport, I'm like, guys, why don't you have this started for me already? Fuck.
I know. No common sense these days. There.
Yeah, I don't think it's sending. I think you actually have to manually update library link. There's like a little...
No, I have to take off. We haven't flown with it together yet. So.
Okay. We'll see.
Y'all are going to the tanker first, right?
Yep.
I'm so slow at this now. Baby, you must be, you guys must be like lightning starting this thing now. With the repetitions.
The engine's been on already. Got my nip panels for that.
Obogs on, flaps 50, TDIs on, HUDs on, PCM received, the dispenser I turn on, battery on, radar operate, INS TV, and then I turn the AV on. And then start from there.
Oh, hey Almighty 753, thanks for hitting the follow button. Thank you for following Almighty 753 smile.
To the follow. Get it.
Request refueling. Request refueling. Copy.
They're bleeding maple syrup.
It runs through my veins.
Yeah, they've got it. They've got your whole jet. Just that's how it runs. It runs off maple. Jet fuel. What's that?
It's all about tree sap. It's organic.
Yes, I do pancakes. I get my wings.
With the Canadian, flying in formation with the Canadian geese.
Maple syrup would be a little too thick as a fuel. Maybe as an oil.
Once it gets
True.
heated up, it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
100.
see the refuelers closer. That's good.
Oh man.
They're like
Only
17
Yeah.
miles away from us.
like 17 miles away.
What, the tanker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can see them flying over.
They're probably going out to their tracks. That's why.
It was 6-0 for the tanker, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Refueling complete.
Oh yeah, they're close now, but they're going.
They probably won't refuel you until they get to their tracks, anyways.
True.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Feels like it would be.
Rearming complete.
Make me salute in the game. I notice it locks your stick.
Yeah, it almost looks like it pushes it forward.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Interesting. Is it like a lock position they hold for launch? I wonder if that's the.
I know that pilots, they go completely hands off while they launch. They don't want any like inputs to. Like they hold the towel bars between the mirrors.
Yeah, I do that. I mock do that.
I put my hand on top of the MIP, my right hand on top of the MIP, and like keep my left hand on the throttle. That way it's fun.
Very good.
I told Jimmy, I was like, you know, we should just have like a bar with a handle that looks just like that in the F-18 and have it mounted like in that same exact spot.
I'm gonna have to
Just, like,
install a
On your
Jesus
rig, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your wife would be like, why is there just a bar with a shower handle on it? Just sitting there and be like, don't worry about what I'm doing.
So you can call it
Towel
the Jesus bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the holy shit handle.
Yep. And I'm
Okay.
Green Jet.
Too.
Doing wrong.
It's 60. Make sure the TACAN is boxed. You don't see it.
Anyone want to take lead?
No.
Mr.
Alright, I'll do it.
Force feedback does. Just kidding.
I'll take
I'll give it a go. No, actually, if someone just volunteered, have at it.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Taxi. Yeah, I'll take it.
What?
All the Russians all coming out now. All that first
I always forget that I turn heatler on, so whenever like I thought my resolution dropped as glue drove in front of me. Because the fumes are
Oh,
distorting
yeah.
everything.
I actually turned that off. I had it on for ages.
Yeah.
and
Chief, remove the wheel
I
chocks.
prefer it. I'm gonna skip. Wow,
Copy.
I
Wheel chocks
only
are
2
now
months.
removed.
So. It's they're right to left, aren't they? One starts on the right side of the boat.
Yeah, one starts on the right, so it's 1, 2, I'm on 3. And it's 4. Oh, Vader, we gotta get that shit fixed, man.
I know, it sucks.
It does. Like, I can't believe you've been flying like that for 2 months.
Oh, I've been flying longer than that. Ever
Yeah,
since
I
I've had it.
Still can't
I don't
believe
know
it.
what else to do.
What happened?
His,
My brakes, when I push on the rudder, my brakes activate as well.
Oh really? Oh my gosh.
Pain in the butt. So it's not smooth. But I'm used to it, so it doesn't actually bother me anymore.
Fair enough.
All right, we'll do 5-second intervals. We're gonna do a standard case 1 departure.
All right,
If you don't know what that
who's-
is, that
Blue's
just,
1.
Yeah, I'll be 1. So I'll depart
But
first.
are you
Cat
on?
3.
Are you on Cat 1?
I'm on Cat 3.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll
got
depart.
one. Apologies.
No, that's all
You're
good.
on 1. Dog, you're on 1.
Correct.
Okay, so you're next to me. All right. Dog, are you gonna be 2?
I can be good.
Okay.
Just be gentle with me, boys. I've not practiced with this stick.
All good.
How cool is it with 4 jets on the boat? I don't think I've done like 2 jets.
Yeah, I've never had this many on the cat at once.
Set my bottom DVI MFD.
So Blue, you'll salute, and then 5 seconds after that. Dog, you salute. 5 seconds after you, I'll salute.
And then 5 seconds after you also.
Yeah. I'm gonna climb out at 500 feet initially, 300 knots. And then I'll wait till y'all rejoin and we'll climb out.
We just go straight out, right?
500 feet
Okay.
to 7 miles, yep. At,
Yeah.
what speed?
Yep. 300 knots.
yeah. And then we say departing. 300 knots, yeah.
Are you doing 20 degrees left as soon as you get up to speed, Blue, or
What do you
like
mean?
are you just going like what Scud says when you launch you should do like 20 degrees off and then come back to the heading?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's like we'll do it to the left, and
Yeah.
3 and 4 do it to the left, 1 and 2 do it to the right.
Yeah.
All right, is it, everyone green jet?
Green jet.
Cruising jet.
All right, I'm
Green
running
jet.
them up.
Running them up.
All right, 1 is saluting.
1 captain. 3 5. Both saluting.
1 force feedback, 2 force feedback, 3 force feedback, 4 force feedback.
Oh,
5
feel that, baby.
Can hear it. Salute.
Why is my saying check trim? I think I've screwed something up.
No, you're fine.
No, my HMD is like offset. Like it's blinking and it's not in the center of the display, it's off to one side. And it says INS ATT check trim.
Did you do on your right, did you do the radar to operator, the INS to IFA?
Probably not. My radar, yeah, it is. So weird, why is it jumping all over the shop?
Sorry, I'm totally not following directions here.
You know, when everyone's saddled up, or at least got visual.
On
Clear
top.
as visual. 1 say speed.
300 knots.
Or maybe I just need to reset my trim because it's flashing and blinking like crazy now.
Alright, I'm starting to turn to the left to make it easier for y'all to join, especially Excalibur, and we'll start with slight hand climb, about 5 degrees nose up. yelling at you now.
Yeah, I just muted it.
John, you get up there and you get saddled fast. Like way behind you. Number 4 is already up to you.
I don't have the little, like the little virtual aircraft, the green one. It's like offset and blinking. I don't know what that's about.
Wonder if you didn't wait for your alignment to finish or something.
It'll be fine if you got it set to IFA. It'll just take a little while to... I set it.
Yeah, we're headed there.
030, I think?
Yeah, that's right. It was turning me back towards the boat, so I had to make sure I actually had it set.
Yeah, we basically did it. We did a full circle.
Yeah.
Are you still doing 300 knots?
307, but yeah, pretty damn close to it.
Pretty settled.
Four should be off of 3's left wing.
Yeah, the one on the... I gotta get around you.
Yeah, so 2 is going to be off my right wing, and then 3 is going to be off my left wing. Flying about, yeah, right about there. Looks pretty damn close to it, and then 4 will be off of the Canadians' left wing.
Canadians 4, so I'm...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Pronounced Canadian.
Yeah.
Canadian. I'm down for them there.
Alright, we're going to push it to 350 knots. Now that everyone's up the saddle.
Oh, this is amazing, Vader. Amazing.
Love it.
Yeah. I like that you get like a little jitter when you touch the flight surface. Like if you're kind of flying trimmed and then you just give it a little bit of left or right, you can feel the judder.
Yeah, it's definitely different from a warbird. It's like barely, like you're tapping the control left or right.
Yeah, it's quite, I mean, it's going to take some learning, I think.
Yeah.
Six OG, baby.
Y'all gave me the easy job.
You took the easy job.
I didn't take it. No one volunteered to take it. I'm just a navigator now. Anyone know the
Do you use altitude holes for refueling?
Yeah.
weather up here.
Yeah, what clouds are. We'll keep 350 in the box. Pulling it back just a bad bit. Rolling fast. That's okay.
Good to have you back, actually. We've missed you.
Happy to be back.
How's the job going?
It's good. I'm still learning lots. It's government, so it takes time to learn and get trained and everything, but it's fun.
6 months to learn it, 1 year to get bored.
Something like that, eh? But it's cool seeing the behind the scenes of all the technology that they use for traffic and everything.
I bet. I imagine with like AI algorithms and all that new bleeding edge stuff, that it could be groundbreaking.
Don't know if they use AI for anything, but probably soon.
What could possibly go wrong, right?
That's right, just putting the lives of thousands of people every day in jeopardy. But like learning about signal timings and how they change and stuff throughout the day based on expected traffic patterns and stuff.
That would be interesting. You know when it's working, like if you're driving at like 4 a.m. in Melbourne and there's no one else on the road, you'll get from A to B without a single red light.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
One of my coworkers actually is in Melbourne right now. He's there for a wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, for a what? For a conference? Oh, for a wedding. For a wedding.
Yeah.
It's cake wrap.
Might as well be a conference, right?
Are we going to have a fight over who holds hands the tightest? Actually, is that what's happening here?
Yep.
I feel like I'm not that close. Yeah, Vader's like smelling his armpit.
I'm scared to look. Oh jeez.
That's fine.
I'm doing a big wide circle. Every time I had to come up on him, coming back from the Sam thing, he's always doing this huge lap through the clouds.
That Sam range is comically far away from the
I
action.
know. He actually asked Jimmy to bring it closer, and he said, "No, you can fly it. You can fly it."
I mean, he could put it on Saipan if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Put a second one there. For those that
The
want to do
lazy
the
man
drive.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly if you want to
Or at
like
least-
just get the reps in. You don't want to spend your whole day getting there.
Or even just let us like dynamic spawn ice Saipan or something halfway there.
Put it in as a request. If you post it on Discord, you usually get a response to it. You can put it in
Canadian pops into the server once every month. Just once change is made.
Flying good for you. I think that's what you want.
Yeah.
Flying good for you.
feel like
like
that
how
looks
he.
good.
Yeah, this looks good. I like how he added that small training range at the south of the main island for the warbirds, but everyone just uses it for.
I know, 'cause it's so close. Yeah.
Like I'll take out, like if I want to practice my harpoon, I'll take 4 harpoons and go take out 2 of those ships.
I need to restart my how the hell do I use these weapons? Weapons.
I've definitely got the CDU 38 and stuff.
Okay.
But sometimes the other ones like Slammer, the J-Cloud, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong. So, I don't know if it's getting a lock. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Have you put any time in there, or have you spent any time in the F-16 yet, Beta?
No, I have
No,
the
you said you
module.
had it.
Yeah, I have it, but I have not even got the cockpit yet.
It's fun, man. It's
Unbelievable.
I tried, like I taught trying to teach myself a little bit, and it's pretty intuitive the way the systems work. More so than the Hornet, I would say.
Dim in those clouds.
Alright, y'all start paying attention. Start maneuvering.
Yeah, I'll back off.
I forgot how good this game is.
Alright, y'all hang on. Here we go. Y'all blind if y'all get blind. Vader, if you want to scoot out a little bit more and make room for dog door so you can move over to the left. You can do that when we roll out nice and level. That way we ain't fucking around in the turn, you know.
If you want me to subside.
Yeah, because we're going to go to the observation.
Vader, you've got room on your left to back off whenever you're ready.
Alright, he's in the clouds, so y'all be ready.
Yep.
Alright, 5.5 miles to go. We'll start easing back. We've got 100 knots of brake.
Slide across.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Sliding. Battle-ish.
Yeah, we're good.
What's the tanker speed?
We're doing 100 knot closure rate, so he's doing 257, roughly 56. In the clouds, please.
Oh yeah. like it when we're in the clouds and he's turning. That's fun. I love the challenge.
If it weren't for the data link on the HMD, I would have lost there. I had 3 circles to follow. The mids or whatever.
Alright, we'll ease back the power a little bit. We got about 3 miles to go. Heading up the cruise rate. Hey baby, what's up? I am, yes ma'am. Thanks. It looks and feels like a real jet, but I don't have the immersion. I don't know if I could feel the G's and the vibrations. That would be kind of cool, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Love you too, guys. Mile and a half. 1.2 mile.
I feel like this is something I'm not very good at, like leading a flight, because it's hard enough for me to aviate, and I'm not accustomed to the vernacular, and sort of all that gravity stuff.
Alright, go back to power.
You guys do an excellent job.
We'll go ahead and slide to the right wing.
Flat to the right.
Slide to the right.
Wait on me.
Go to your left wing, Doug.
I'm on. Dog, you call your intent first. It's on the left side. Button 14.
Ready for contact.
Find this frickin'.
Does it? I see it back there.
I haven't done much with the multiple people doing refueling.
Holy
Where
shit.
do you... Yeah,
Oh my god, that was fine.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
what?
about. Where do the guys that are waiting go?
Left
They
wing.
go to the left wing. So just the guy in observation, the first guy in observation,
SS91 on tube said
Ready
that's
for
actually
the-
so cool, I see.
whichever side. He's just going to be
appreciate it, man.
just a tad forward of the left wing. So the
Like number
so
3?
everyone can see him. Huh?
The number 3?
Yes.
You two, yeah, you two are refueling.
Yeah. So you'll fly in formation on the left wing of the tank.
Yep.
Forward. Just.
SS91 on tube said I want one.
I'm on your left wing. So can I not use my keyboard to call inbound on the tanker now, or what's the process?
No. So whoever's refueling, the left side calls their intent to refuel first,
Yeah.
and then the right side will call, and then when we're done, we'll abort, and then the other 2 guys will move in, and then whoever's on the left side will call first, and then the right side will call next.
Okay, but I can just use the comms menu to do that though when it comes time.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. I didn't know if something had changed and I had to do something else in the chat.
That 278 is on speed, yeah? Thereabouts.
276. It looks like holding pretty solid right here. Holy fuck, buddy!
That's ridiculous. Oh my
No.
god.
Like that huge challenge, man.
Oh, hang on tight with this guy, gee.
Yeah.
Like if you can keep the basket through that, that's awesome.
We're flying
like-
with Denzel Washington as his pilot.
Yeah, fucking lines of coke.
Couldn't think of the movie. I knew it was Denzel.
It's okay, we're flying inverted, everything's fine.
Why is he not responding? What have I done wrong?
Are you on the right comm? You have comm 1 and comm 2, so you gotta make sure you're calling them on the right comm.
If I'm not sure, I just put both COM 1 and 2 on 14. Or
Yeah, that's right.
Challenge. Okay. On 14, you say?
Yeah, button 14, yep.
I think it's COM 2.
They don't matter, you can be on comm 1 or 2 to call them, as long as you're on the right
It
frequency.
seems like when I've done my carrier or taker,
Ready for contact.
like I'll be on COM 1 and it doesn't work. And then I go on COM 2 and it works.
276 is what I'm tracking. Sorry boys, I'm tapping.
Good. Got lots of fuel.
Oh, look at that contrail above us on the right hand turn.
Yep.
76, okay, warp you on, baby. Oh, you can't even take the basket till I start. You should have taken left, Blue, so I didn't hold everyone up.
You gotta get up there.
It's good, man. I got plenty of
Return,
fuel.
return free contact. Return free contact. It's like I'm right here. Return free contact.
Return free contact.
See?
You gotta be up here on top of them, pretty much where I
Yeah,
am, for him to get the basket to come out.
Back into the clouds.
Don't start turning again too once we get the contact.
He's a
Yeah,
prick.
he'll snatch that yoke. Ooh, getting inlet nice. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Ready for contact. Return free contact.
Come on.
Ready for contact. Return free contact. Ready for contact. Clear contact.
Yay! Festivus miracle.
I'm blind.
1. Request rejoin. 1. Shell 1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,000 at 270. Ready pre-contact.
Oh, buddy. I said ready for contact. Shit.
Ready pre-contact. Clear contact.
Look at that.
Can't look at anything. I'm blind.
First
Holy
time,
shit.
baby.
There we go.
I know you lost it, but dude, you got right up in there right away. Good job.
Yeah, I think that's my best kind of calm, smooth approach. You know what throws me? The wing flying kind of diagonally is I want to align my jet with that line, and I've got to tell my brain that shut up, you're an idiot. So
XC's on flying? He's not just being flight like me?
I know.
No,
well,
it's early enough in the day.
he heard there was like a giveaway.
Alright.
Okay.
Don't focus on
FYI,
that.
when I'm done, I'm gonna go do my mission, so someone else has to take lead.
Copy.
and then I'll join y'all back at the boat when I'm done.
Ooh, what are you guys doing?
Refueling. Streaming it.
Yeah, refueling, and then I'm practicing with slam yours.
I was like, I gotta see how Dog does with the basket, the Moza, if it helps it. But he got up there right away, and he took it, he lost it, but he took it right away. So,
And we're in the clouds.
and we're in the clouds, yeah.
So with the giant electric vibrating between his legs, you took it?
Giant throbbing thing.
I take it. I take the giant electric throbbing thing, so to speak.
Yeah, it makes flying totally different. You think?
Man, I'm just.
You're looking at the basket, aren't you?
I am.
Alright, guys.
Ready, recontact.
Ready, dude?
See, Blue?
What is your fuel state?
6,800.
Hey, Dog.
I'll go next.
Yes.
Yeah, you go.
I'm not watching you swim, but I'm betting I already know one of your what a technique that will help you ARs.
Michelle, on, request rejoin.
How fast is your closure to the basket when you move in?
Way too fast.
Yeah, it should feel so slow that it's like it feels like it's taking me a painfully long time to get there. Like creeping slowly to the basket, like getting on the basket about to
Good advice.
And definitely do not look at the basket, just look at the wing.
I look at the basket.
Oh.
You can look at the basket, you can move in 1 inch at a time slowly,
Yeah, yeah.
because you have time to make little corrections. It's when people are driving at it fast, and then it moves, and then they have to make a huge lunge for it, but they're carrying too much smash.
Mhm.
So, I wouldn't stare at the basket, but like, the slower you approach, the more you can kind of glance at it and take its position into account. And
Take the fuel.
the slower you approach the basket, if you are at a position with PIO, like all you have to do is crack the throttle a millimeter and the plane stops. Instead of driving through it and then going back 10 feet and starting over, you can just pause.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, I'm moving around. Let me
Romex
just
said
pause.
ZTT said,
Basket.
what's up, FFB dog?
And then driving the next.
Hey, Rux.
So,
Just dropping in, mate. What's up is I have a sexy new stick and
And it's between his legs.
yeah, that's right. It's between my legs.
he's got a sexy new stick between his legs.
A powerful one.
Say to X, it's like those ads for the pumps. You know what I mean? But this one works.
This one works.
Significant improvement on
And
the
you-
prior model.
You didn't have to have it mailed to you in a discreet shipping package on your
Exactly.
A gift for dog with a big little heart on the box.
Is that on the that UXE or Vader?
No, it's Vader.
This one.
Uh-huh.
Come on, stop focusing.
Damn, actually, I haven't seen you actually on flying.
It's very good to
Yeah,
have
it's been
him
a
here.
minute. Happy.
He's been going straight for a while. The tanker's been going straight for a while, so I was
How
have
is
a
it?
feeling. This seems to happen every time I get on it. Yep. Yep.
Dude, it's amazing. I just need to not be such a shit pilot.
You gotta stop putting yourself down.
Yeah.
I don't like hearing that.
Dog, don't put yourself down. We'll do that for you.
Right.
We'll take you to the vet for you.
Get on, stay on, baby. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
The hell was that?
That was violent, Mr. Dog. Mr. Door, that was violent.
Well, whoa.
Mr. Door. Mr. Dorsey.
The door. Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Rocks it's like chalk and cheese. Like it's a whole new ball game. To get that
What did you say it was like?
chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese.
Chalk.
Yeah.
Is that an Aussie thing?
I don't know where that phrase comes from. very different. That's what I meant to say.
Chalk? Oh, okay, yeah. Chalk.
Two things I've never compared to each other, chalk and cheese.
They aren't very similar.
Coming on way too quick. Way too quick.
What did you say it was like, Scott?
Plants and pink.
Oh, God.
What was that?
Chalk and cheese. Plants and pink.
Ugh. How's your fuel state there, Exy?
6,200. You're good.
Tons of gas.
Oh, yeah. Could do this for hours.
I'm gonna back off and just take my sweet time getting up on
That's
it.
the grandparents' face. D.
Yeah.
Vader, you're wrong.
Whatever
tomorrow.
speed you're approaching at, probably
Great,
your
great.
best cut it in half, and then cut that in half. Probably.
I told you, you didn't turn. Happens every time.
This was at least a gradual entry into the turn, not a like defensive maneuver turn.
The rollouts are defensive maneuvers now.
Yeah, almost. He jerked when he...
The entry.
Yeah, he jerked. Like, just whack.
Yep.
Whoa.
He jerked at the entry. Oh my god, this whole like conversation.
I know,
so
right?
out of context.
It's just like, Scud, there's one onion coming over you.
Yeah.
He's on your sticks. He's coming all over your back.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what I said, but it's very close.
You did say.
I didn't know.
You said there's one guy on you who's coming all over you.
Yeah. All right, that's all your.
All right,
Come
slide.
on. It's definitely the speed that's my failing. I just keep, you know.
So, here's something I recommend that they work on the speed. Is keep trying to slow it down, and then what practice doing is not moving in and getting the basket, but practice moving in and stopping like 2 feet from it. And if you can stop 2 feet from it, that'll help you slow your closing down, and you can just move in the rest.
Ready, pre-contact.
Or, I don't know, 2 feet, a meter maybe? Let's call it that. You guys down where the throat spin backwards.
Hey, even people above you.
Oh, 2 meters, I understand now. Okay.
Request rejoin.
Yeah. Up meter.
Shell 1-1, proceed to pre-contact.
Or just do like Blue does and park the plane in such a perfect spot that the basket comes out.
Like every time.
So well trimmed up and you're doing it without the engine. Some snips on everything.
Abort rejoin.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, stop stroking my ego.
Well, what else could I say?
Well, if I had a Moza, I would tell you to stroke that.
Yeah.
Shell
My
1-1,
boy.
request rejoin. Shell 1-1, proceed to pre-contact.
My wife's like, geez, can you guys talk to each other? Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We go for
Boys stroking each other.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
The libido's higher in Discord.
I am twitching as well, so you know. Oh, come on, I catch it and I porpoise.
You do. But you're doing the exact same thing I did, Doug. So don't worry about it. I don't know what I can't remember what it
You
was
need to walk
that
the plane in.
fixed it, but it's like you just got to do the practice, and I don't know who it was that said it, but it's like one time you'll just get it.
Brock said I need
It's
to
just-
walk the
yeah.
plane in.
It's just hours, really.
Yeah.
Just doing it.
Like now I kind of have a rhythm. Like I'll put that little crosshair on the HUD on the top right.
Mhm.
I'll put that on the whatever it's called that the basket is inside of. I'll put that on there, the crosshair on there, and that's what I focus on. As the basket is out, I'll have that crosshair on that part. And then once it, I can see the basket out of my periphery, but I'm not looking at it. But right before it's about, to connect, then I'll look at the basket just to make sure. And then once it connects again, then I look back at that, whatever it's called.
I think what I'm doing is, I can't lock speed with the, it's my throttle control, I can't lock speed with it, so I'm just kind of like...
Well, remember, it's like you push, if you feel like you're slowing down, you throttle up, but then you gotta throttle back, too. You know what I mean? It's like a forward, you move forward a little bit, you throttle back. You move forward a little bit, you throttle back. Because if you leave it on forward too long, then you're going too fast, or you throttle back too long.
Sort of like a
Yeah, walk it, that's it.
Walk it, yeah. So like a constant sort of modulation.
Yeah, it's like whenever you push forward, you gotta do the same reverse. So if you do it in these tiny little, increments.
And you do it without attitude hold, Lexi.
Yeah.
It's muscle memory, it will come for sure with practice.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to relearn how to fly as well, because the stick, you don't have that crazy auto center spring. I'm so accustomed to that. And I think the thing was so old, it kind of, you know what I mean? I was used to its idiosyncrasies.
Yeah, you were compensating for it.
Totally.
Yeah, don't worry if you don't get it. I just wanted to see if it was going to help you, right away. But
it did. I mean, I drove
Chasing
on.
the basket, don't lol.
yeah, you got it right away.
Now it's more just the throttle control than...
What's your fuel now?
55.
Oh, let's see what. I was going to say, if you don't make it, we have 100 miles to the carrier.
Chasing the basket. I know. I did the last time I caught it, I did a perfect walk, I think. Now I'm giving it too much.
Yeah. But you get impatient almost.
Yeah.
Like you start getting close and you're like, oh shit, I'm getting close, and then you start, moving around a little too much. Boom! Blows your plane up. Self-destruct.
Whoopsie daisies.
Someone just break away. I heard a burn a light.
I just pressed up a little bit. I didn't go too far. I just wanted to get up in front of you, so I'm not stressing you out.
Look at the pod and walk it in.
Look at the pod, walk it in. So,
And breathe. And think about literally anything else.
I mean, you could look at the whole wing, look at the engine.
think about Fifi's dad.
Yeah, think about Fifi's dad. I feel like sometimes just dissociating from everything just makes it a little easier.
Put the corner of a HUD on the pod.
obviously don't hit the
Corner of the your hard on the car. Alright. Right or left corner?
That's what I do.
The crosshair on the top right. Is what.
How is that what that's for?
I have no idea what it's for. That's what I use it for, though.
Dude, that feels too low for me. It's way too low. Crosshair. Yep, didn't mean to
Guess it
bump
depends
that.
on where you're centered in VR.
Yeah, I kind of
If
move
you're-
my head. I move my head to kind of put it where I want it, but then
Yeah.
I don't move my head, you know?
I'm getting locked onto something.
Yeah, it's me. I bumped my AA. Bumped my AA button. This phone is
Wild that the radar wants to lock me while I'm beside you. There we go.
I feel like trying this for the first time with Twitch and YouTube viewers and Q4 guys is probably, you know, escalates
There you go. Look at that.
Escalates the failure risk considerably.
Close in a little. Close in
Yeah.
a little.
So remember, you could, I can't remember who told me, but
There you go.
once you get it, push in, because you can go in further than you think. So you don't want to be right on the edge of the full hose, or else it'll keep disconnecting on you.
Oh, Vader, you slid right in front of me there. That wasn't even
I know.
looking in front of
It's
me.
like it seems like he's moving to the right slightly.
Come on.
Like I have my D-alt and my APC on, so I'm just.
It's just I was looking over my left shoulder at dog, and then I look out in front of me, and that's
Yeah.
that's
Well, I
what
knew
did.
I was moving toward it.
What was that cutting called? Yeah, I feel like the eye alignment position is going to make a huge difference. Because I don't.
Look at the point on the plane and keep it there.
Yeah.
You just got to do what you think is right. What's comfortable for you.
When you plunge the basket,
Oh, yeah. When you plug the basket, look at a point you put plane into.
And push in just a little bit more than you're comfortable.
I chased it. How's the Twitch coming through, Rox? Too quick. Alright.
a real XF-18 pilot I used to fly within a squadron taught me
I was right. That would be helpful.
but it's
Hard.
very good.
Ready for contact.
Glad to hear it.
You're taking fuel.
God.
It's like ASMR. The flow.
Put that probe in my basket.
Return free contact.
Cleared contact.
Well, you're definitely clear with contact.
Put your probe in my basket.
My dog is streaming on the wrong website.
I am. I'll take viewers any old now. I don't mind. I'm not fussy.
Vader, do you think he'll give me the basket here?
You asked for it appropriately.
He'll give you
What do you like, right there?
Yeah.
You're sticking the probe right in there? Jamming it up there?
It's okay, he consented.
Yeah, he keeps telling me to return free contact. He wants it so bad.
You're taking fuel. Ready, free contact. Return free contact.
No.
Oh, God. That was pretty quick.
So when you plug the basket, look at the logo or eyes looking thingy and keep it stable.
I'll look at the logo. Okay, interesting. Like the eyes on the door, you mean, Rox? So I shouldn't be looking at the bucket the basket comes out of?
Like I said, everybody's got their own thing that they look at. Like I watched a YouTube video where a guy's like, alright, when I'm coming up to it, first I look at the engine, and then I look at the wing, and then I look at the tail, and then once the basket's about here, then I'm looking at the bottom right of the fuselage, and it's just like, dude.
What?
Yeah. But for me, I'm just looking at like the wing, the engine.
God damn it.
But I understand what they're talking about because, you know, when you're looking at something that's small and close to you, it's going to be moving around a lot faster, so you're going to use a lot more aggressive movements to move. But if you look at the whole plane isn't moving around you so quickly, it's more stable. So if you're looking at
This is
more
what a real
stable
pilot told
things,
me.
then it should make you more stable.
Plug the basket, look at the logo. So Rox was saying he learnt from a F-18 pilot who used to train with, and that he said to look at the logo or the eyes on the door once you've got the basket, that is. I feel like
It's just picking a reference point on the plane. It can be whatever you want to look at, I guess.
And I need to back off and come in slow. I'm gonna walk around. This is the Watch Dog fail at refueling show if anyone's watching on Twitch.
Return free
Would
contact.
want to watch anybody fail.
The only way you get good is by practice.
Return free contact.
I'm gonna stop hand fisting this thing and use 2 fingers.
But the stick
Please
is the throttle.
stop. I can't take it anymore.
Did I say fisting?
Ready,
Sucks
free
to-
contact. Clear contact.
It's turning, isn't it? I'd rather look in the sun than be driving through the clouds, I think.
Yeah, he's in a slight turn.
Man only way is practice.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Who's doing what Mach 1.4? This guy.
Take your thumbs and point them at your chest.
Who's got 2 thumbs and is going Mach 1.4?
I'll see if I can hit 1.5.
In the Hornet,
Yeah.
I think 1.5 is the highest I've ever got. And that's when I was like way up at 40,000.
I recently picked back up the F-18 and refueled one go, and that is after 2 years of not flying it.
I'm at 30,000 level doing
Just using the
1.47
references
in
mentioned.
So Rox, I should be looking at the bucket the basket comes out of first. And then catch the basket, then look at the plane. What you saying?
Whatever helps you to keep moving.
Yeah, I'm curious what his FA18 mate told him to do.
Yeah, I don't look at the fuselage, so I don't even know what logo he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking at. So there's eyes on the door of the jet, so I'm going to try looking at that.
They look like the googly eyes Scud has on his quest.
Yeah. I think it's tricky because I almost need like a flat reference so I'm not overturning. I can practice with that.
Well, that's up to you.
No, I'm keen to try the method.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Got 4%.
Contact.
I'm going to back off and come in fresh. Have you guys headed back to the boat?
I'm hanging out here with you.
Yeah, I'm coming back for fuel and head back to fuel.
Speaking of fuel, drink water.
He hasn't started. I don't think it's started a return yet, has he?
He just finished one, I think.
I feel like my intent to only fly for an hour has been foiled. How long do you reckon we've been on?
No!
Well, if you want to go back to the carrier, try this again later.
Yeah, should we do that?
By yourself, maybe it would be. Because I know that I felt the same way when I was with people. It's like you're wanting to do it, but then that makes you more nervous. That happened to me. The very first time I was out here was with, I don't know if you were there, but it was definitely Jimmy and Scud. And it's like, and Jimmy was like, all right, Vader, get in here. We're going to see if you can catch a basket. I'm like, dude, I can't even like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I go, there's no way.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah.
Eventually, as the eyes will logo moves back and forth, muscle memory will move throttles to compensate, keeping it
Not
steady.
super right below you, but
What am I doing?
What are y'all doing?
I'm turning towards the carrier.
BFM. What's the direction of the carrier?
Looks like
75 X-ray.
235.
Return pre-contact.
Copy.
I'm going to actually struggle to land because my instruments
F-18
are all
is flying
fucked up.
easier than the A-10C and F-16.
Yeah, so I hear. The F-18 is easier than the A-10 and the F-16. I've got the A-10, I gave up on it.
Good.
Oh, that resistance on this stick. Is that what I should be feeling, Vader? Like when you pull back, you get like physical resistance?
Why were you doing like a nosedive?
Yeah, I'm just like, I was just turning left.
Oh yeah.
Who's where?
I'm behind
I'm
you
off your
guys.
right wing, I think, Blue.
Yeah. You wanna follow me in?
Sure, yep. I never, can't say I've ever done the Martian stack with the group of people, so I'll have to get a quick refresher on what it is.
Hey, should be 145 miles. I'm gonna do 350 knots. Oh, I don't see you anymore.
I'm behind you, 6 o'clock low.
I see the carrier at 90.
Yeah, I've got 89 and counted.
Okay.
I don't know. You know why? Because I don't have technical box. There we go.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to land with my screwed up instrumentation.
What's wrong with your instrumentation?
The virtual plane thingy is like blinking and offset from the where it should be, instead of dancing around right of the horizon.
In your HSI?
In the HMD.
You know how to fix that? Turn your HMD off.
Turn it off.
No, just turn the HMD off. You won't be bouncing around anymore.
I think he's talking about his HSI though, the bottom middle screen.
No, like the heads-up display, where you get the little jet in front of you. That is not sitting in front of you. It's offset and blinking, like on the HUD.
Oh, your velocity vector.
That one. Yeah.
On your HUD, not on your HMD.
But is it offset to the left or the right?
To the right. Put like a line beside it and see blinking.
Page it.
I'm curious to see too. Twitch.
What
Oh,
else?
fucking ad. Oh no, give me 30 seconds.
I just break my shit so people have to come onto my screen.
Tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah, tactical.
Something's definitely broken.
Let me see your HUD.
Weird, right?
Yeah. Fuck. Aaron, unbox your iOS. Got the NVIDIA master code, are you?
I think so. Weird,
Make
right?
your HUD the sensor of interest. The TMS up. And then try caging your HUD. I don't know the key binds for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't even remember what I had cage set to. Because I have... Because I won't be able to make the left screen SOI, will I? It's certainly not working.
So the cage on cage is C on the keyboard. So if you just go in,
Yeah, if you
Oh,
make
that
the
did,
lefty,
that did something.
did it center up your... Yeah, there you go. I'm not bouncing around up and down.
It's all over the shop. Weird, right?
Look at your HSI. Zoom in on your HSI.
Nope, that's the front door. I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't just AP energy gold. I'm gonna this could end badly. I'll be right back.
And he just rolled upside down and put his autopilot on. Well, see you later. Back to the war.
Yeah. I've done that a couple times. Where it's like I
oh
got a
jeez.
wave. When I've got a wave.
What a
Oh,
way
he
to end the
left.
stream.
What happened?
He actually went in for it.
Yeah, he rolled his plane up down and turned his autopilot on.
He did that on purpose?
I don't know. I don't think he did.
No.
I think he got used to that stick, so he probably bumped it getting up.
Dude, you are dead.
Swimming with the
Done
fishes.
his left.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I had to go to the front door to collect the fast one. I didn't have time to set the attitude hold.
You were inverted.
Hooks down.
Was I?
Did you know you're inverted?
Hooks down.
I did not.
Hooks down.
BRC's 268.
268.
Copy 268.
These you can do dynamic slot. 75. Carrier.
At what point do we call inbound to this ship?
I've called it for us already.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're in a flight, the lead calls the carrier.
Okay. Copy.
They're like holding hands.
Right.
Yeah, X, if you want to move to the right and get up on Vader,
Copy.
I'll stack at 2,000, and then we'll do the. What's y'all's fuel stake actually?
95.
Yep, 95.
All right, set it to 5,000 pounds.
Bingo fuel?
Bingo fuel, yeah, and
then fuel dump?
Yeah, you might want to go ahead and start since y'all got 4,000 pounds to burn.
Copy. Dump fuel. Osh.
Usually you would do it in stack, but you would do a couple of laps waiting on that.
Bingo set to 5,000 in dumping.
Vader.
I'm going to start a descent down to 2,000 feet. Not an aggressive one, but start down. We'll try to maintain about 330 knots.
We're going to 2,000, you said?
Yeah, so we gotta lose 12,000 feet in 4 minutes, roughly, so I'm gonna do about 3,500 feet per minute.
Check the BRC for you on the boat. It is 268, gentlemen.
What are you in the LSO?
Yeah.
About 5 degrees nose down looks about right. Lost you, XC. Where you at, buddy?
What am I? Mile behind Vader on a 6.
Okay.
Speeding up, but
Remove the wheel chocks.
In 3 minutes.
Copy.
Well, 3.5 minutes.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
Further managed to kick those libraries across. Vader Sense, Dark Vader, FA-18 Hornet, and Australian Sunway. 3 libraries with 3 players.
did you get one for me or no?
No,
Just
it just said exit connected, exit disconnected, so you might need
Okay.
to update it.
Yeah, probably. I had a new Canadian.
Oh, shit. Whoops. Did not mean to push that button.
Okay. I've done that a lot where I'm trying to do like F2, F1, and I forget
Yeah.
that it's on. And you're
Yeah,
like,
that's
ah,
queued
shit.
up.
Yep.
Oh well, 10 miles early, that's okay.
Yeah. There should be something where it like yells at you. Like, I said see you at 10, not see you at 20. Try it again later.
Yeah,
What
I
channel
see
is
you,
the
but
boat
you're
on?
definitely not 10.
How about 2?
Copy. Okay.
Alright, 6,000 feet to go in 3 minutes. I want to ease it up about... Oh no, that's okay, we're doing good. 3,000 feet per minute should be fine. We got 7 miles or 10 miles. I got the carrier in sight. I'm going to ease it to the left here so we can go ahead and enter over the top. What's y'all's fuel looking like so far?
54.
Yep.
Okay.
Almost 5,000.
And your
So we-
weight? You can find that on your checklist page.
Weight is 32.7.
Perfect.
I still had weapons, so I just jettisoned them at 33.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Alright, great. If y'all want to stop the fuel dump there, that's fine. But if y'all want to continue, it's no problem. It's your jet, you do what you want.
Mine turned off.
And my bingo fuel down though.
5,000.
Yeah, don't forget to reset your bingo so it'll stop yelling at you. Alright, a mile to go. We're a little high, but I mean, whatever. Need to be at 2,000 feet at 10 miles.
Somebody just flew across my rear view.
Yeah, it's me, sorry.
Yeah.
When we get to the stack, we're going to slow it up to this fuel page.
Where do you find that? Because I'm curious. I don't know where to find that at. Fuel page?
FPOS. The FPOS page. FPAS page. Alright, I'm leveling out. 2,000.
Where's the FPOS?
It should be on your support page.
It's bottom
It should be
left.
next to your fuel button.
Yeah, like
Oh,
second
fine.
from the left on the bottom row.
Got it. Endurance 0.34.
Yep, 0.33. You see the best Mach to 2,000 pounds. Endurance 0.33.
I've got 0.3. Zero.
Okay, well, it's different for everyone's weight.
Yeah.
Whoa. Fuck the boat. Feels amazing.
I'm slowing it up. And start my turn overhead.
Are you guys behind or in front of the boat?
Behind.
No, we're about to pass over the backside of it.
I'm just gonna enter into the stack. Make a left-hand turn. Crosswind, climb up to 2,000.
We're at.
Dipped a little bit back. Climb back up to 2.
Nice. They don't have to be precise.
I was at 16. So,
No one's judging.
Dog turning downwind, angles 250 knots in the stack.
Wait.
calling him fat?
Man.
It's a fair call.
We're in a stack. Should I still be like on your right there?
Yes, if that's Vader talking.
Yep.
Yep.
I gotta speed up here.
Oh, that's all good.
I slowed down a little bit.
I've got to speed up too. So I'm on your right.
I mean, if y'all want to do we can do a lap. I've got 1,000 pounds of bingo, so it should be okay to do a lap at those minutes. If you want to get used to fun formation in the stack.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun. There's the man that should have left 15 minutes ago. I am in the stack if you want to form on me. Stack.
I'll be down. I'll be down.
Nope.
Vader, what's your speed?
I'm trying to slow down. Pick up you. Oh,
I'm behind you, sorry.
Like about 240, going down to 30.
Shit.
I'm doing 211. But y'all are going to be on the outside of the turn, so y'all are going to be going a little bit quicker than I am.
Yeah, slow down.
Actually, I'd be good to when it starts yelling at me. We'll do one spin, and then we'll commence. I should have grabbed a little gas. It should be yes, ma'am. If it's not, you can close it.
See you guys. Clear.
Because
We're behind you.
Maybe.
3 miles.
You could maybe do a loop if you turn to the right, and do like an outside loop.
I've got like perfectly dialed in 250 knots in the stack, so turn it.
Factory knots. It's gonna be harder when we start commencing because it's gonna be a hang on to your butts kind of flight.
My favorite kind of flight.
Yeah.
Turning downwind. .2 from the boat.
Be able to see it. Be after 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Just look for the big red plane.
Lipstick. Is the lipstick out again?
Look for all the maple syrup dumping out the back of the airplane.
Yeah, just open your canopy and use your nose.
Instead of chaff, he's got maple leaves.
Eye needles. Bunch of handwritten notes that say sorry.
Right, I'm ready to start.
Let's do it.
I'm trying to run out.
So what are we descending down to?
800 feet.
800. Oh, and this is just starting the pattern, right? So we're
Yes.
going up 350?
Yeah, I'll take it kind of easy getting there.
Okay.
But yes.
I know where I am now.
Have you turned your alt to radar yet?
No, I mean, you can if you want to.
Do you do that?
No, I don't. Can, but it's not going to make a huge difference, really.
'Cause I don't know, you know, they say that, well, you put that and then put the, what is it, radar altimeter, the 370.
Oh, yeah.
What's that supposed to be for?
370 is the final bearing altitude that you're aiming for when you roll out on the final bearing. 450 at the 90 on the base turn, and then about 370 for the rollout on the final bearing. It'll be a little wide here. But that's okay.
Got it right at 350.
Yeah, pushing 350 now.
So you commence at like 3.5 from the boat of being downwind.
How many seconds was it again, Glue? 10? After
15 to 17 seconds.
Okay.
If you're right on top of me, that is.
Yeah, pretty.
So to speak.
0.4 for me. 0.4 miles.
Alright, start. Operate.
Far right to commence, I'm a bit ahead of you. I should be quicker, considerably.
Blue just started his downwind, I think. Or he's turning downwind.
I'll rev her up to like 350, so I'm going to have good separation. Go commencing.
So this this is just leading to us going into the boat now, right?
Right, yeah.
Copy. Okay.
Practice.
Who's got the bird strip?
God,
You're like
go
right
bananas when you slow her up.
Doug, you're 0.7 off my 1 o'clock.
I cut over the top of you.
Yeah, just in front. It's okay.
I got a green deck.
Oh, why did I
I'll
go
elongate
so
my
far?
downwind.
Wave off if you have to.
Yeah. I'm like, my first half of my turn was okay, but I could not get my speed back up, and I dropped all the way to 180. So I just fly over. Sounds like your stick is shaking a lot. It shouldn't be shaking that much, Doug.
Yeah, it's gone bananas. You can hear
It's
that?
not a warbird. Yeah, it's not a warbird. It shouldn't be shaking. Yeah, I can hear it going. You're
Easy does it. Easy, easy.
No! Holy shit. I pulled my throttle back too far and my engine shut down. So that's fun.
Oh shit!
Holy fuck. Come on. Yeah,
and you broke your gear.
fucking lovely.
Can you clear the deck?
Yeah, you're good. You're clear.
I don't know why it's rattling so much. I might have to take a look at what your settings are, Vader.
Your gear motion or something like that is probably set at 100%. That happened to me before too.
What's up?
His stick is like rattling really bad when he's trying to do a carrier landing.
But not
And I
otherwise. Is it just when you're doing the landings?
I had no. Well, I mean, I was getting a good amount of judder on takeoff.
Because you can go in to the settings in Moza under telemetry on the left menu. You scroll down under the telemetry menu on the left. I think it's basic aircraft settings or something. You can turn down the gear buffet. It's shaking more when the landing gear's down, but it's, I think, a little too high. So I would turn down the gear buffet. It might be under telemetry under jet airplanes as well, but I think I can't remember. It's under one of those menus, either basic aircraft or jet airplane.
Trying to find that.
A little low. A little lined up right.
I know it's so.
Ooh, add a little power. Now, you're looking good. A little power, a little power, a little power. Nice.
For power, I didn't even touch it.
Damn, you didn't catch a hook on that? I mean, you didn't catch a wire on that? That was wild.
It felt like I was high too.
Hey, we're right on the glide path. According to
Can you share
the...
your screen, Blue?
Say again?
Can you share your screen?
Yeah. Stand by. Wave off on that one, buddy.
Oh, damn red Canadian bird.
Easy.
Was that under telemetry FFB, Scott, that I should be looking?
We always tease the Canadians because they always fly the red maple leaf birds.
They're our friends.
Canadians are friends, not food.
That's right. Don't forget it.
But if you're hungry and there's nothing else around there, they're delicious.
Oh, that's a little alarming to hear.
It's true.
But not surprising from the Aussie.
It's true. Look at all the critters they share a country with.
Yeah. Drop bears. Oh my gosh. Watch out for drop bears.
Better watch out for drop bears. It's true.
The dingoes
Police.
go around stealing babies.
Did you find a dog? The gear bucket?
Negative.
Let me go on my computer and pull the software up, and I'll show you what's happening.
I am streaming, so I've got it up on this.
A little low, but on glide path.
I'll just talk you under it.
A little low. Add a little power. There you go. Was that a 4? Can't tell.
There's no proper communication.
That's good you're talking to a live dog.
I forgot.
Broken gear.
Go to telemetry under your
So I'm in the cockpit. Quite noisy out here.
Guess it was a 4-wire.
Alright, so go to telemetry FFB.
No, yeah, telemetry at 50. Stand by, I've got to actually turn my stick on because it doesn't let me look at the whole menu here. Under the left side, I think. Just 1 second. Come on, stick, wake up. Wake up. Okay, let's put a little makeup.
Oh, gear buffet, 100%.
Yeah, turn that down.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened to me too. It turned on all of a sudden one day. Maybe it was because of one of the updates or something. I don't know.
I mean, I have it on, but I don't have it that high.
Can you flick me your profile, Scott? I'm nothing if not lazy.
Yeah, but mine may or may not work for you.
Oh, I see.
It'll be upside down by the time it gets to Australia.
But it'll be up the right way. I think this whole down under thing I take umbrage with. It's kind of like, you know, it's all about perspective. We're a sphere spinning in space. What's not to say that you're down under?
It's a miracle we're not dizzy all the time.
Totally.
Since you logged out and got back in, Doug, you should be able to see my skin now. No?
I can confirm that it pushed it on the on library link on the server, but I can't see it there. But I've not restarted though, so
Okay.
let me do a restart. I'll check it.
What's that?
The paddles for my landing. It says no grade, but I don't know how much.
Yeah, mine said no grade too.
Yeah, no grade means it wasn't good enough to be grade. It's still a grade, but it's not a grade.
I was on glide slope pretty much the whole time, and then I feel like that looks good. In my
I'm a little wobbly there, I guess. My wake altitude, what? 256. Yeah,
Coming at you, Doc.
Yep, thank you.
Because it should be like, what, 370 at wake? Around there? Yeah. Yeah, so I was 100 feet low.
Also, my wake altitude at 344 is pretty good.
Now that being said, the altitude at wake is dependent upon you having a good groove time. If you're really long in the groove and you're at 350 at the wake, you're low. And if you're really short in the groove, you're high. So it's kind of like 350 is a rough flag if you're on the right base turn.
So is that what the T11 means? Is that when you're in the groove, that number?
Yeah, 11-second groove time, which is pretty good. You're looking for like 15 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
20 is not bad. It's a little long, but 11's pretty short.
Yeah.
My first round, my wake was 326 in T11.
So and with the updated paddles, that short groove times actually counts against you. Because me and Glue were knocking out like 7-second, 6-second groove times and getting good scores, but now when I do that, it says too short in groove.
Yeah. So T10 on my second one. But my wake altitude is way too low. 256. 100 100 feet too short.
I took a tour of an aircraft carrier museum, and in the ready room where the pilots would brief up, they on the back wall is a board for each squadron, and then down the side was all the pilots' names, and then next to each one of them was LSO grades, exactly like Paddles gives you, going back for like the last 20 landings. So even in real life, like the LSO graded your landing and posted it for everyone to see.
Yeah. Yeah, like they would make fun of you if you got what, like a 1-wire or 4-wire or something. That's what I heard.
We use different codes in the Air Force than the Navy does. We would grade the students' landings, not operationally though. Like with these guys, you were getting your landings were being graded the entire time you were on the carrier. We would just do it for the students.
Yeah.
But we had made up, we had like HSF was high sinking flare, or DIF was drug in final. We'd have codes, and we made up our own codes. One of them was BKIH, which stands for Burger King's hiring, because you fucking suck.
I dig it. It's just the right amount of mean.
TTYNR was Take That, You Naughty Runway.
Smacked it.
I had all sorts of fun last night in the Warbirds.
What was that, sir?
I had so much fun in the Warbirds last night, just like doing touch and goes, and did a couple of bombing runs with the Mozzie on the South Island.
Yeah, I saw you had a couple more Twitch videos. One was at like 6:15 in the morning. So that was like what, 7 hours after we got off?
Yeah, I did like a 15-hour session yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I believe it.
I couldn't sleep last night. At one point, I just glanced at Discord and I was like, "Shit, dog's still flying."
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to bed and he was streaming, and I woke up and he was streaming.
Well, yeah. What does my body battery on the watch say? I did not get a lot of sleep. That's all right.
That's all right.
When you're flying in the Hornet, dog, in level flight, and you hit barrow hold altitude, does it hold altitude for you?
Yeah.
Like it turns on with the little colon symbol next to it and turns on?
Sorry, I don't follow. When I turn that on?
Yeah, when you hit under autopilot barrow hold, there should be two little dots that pop next to it telling you it's on.
Yeah.
It's working?
Well, actually, it wasn't working. I couldn't get it to because I had attitude hold, and I managed to get it to work once, and that was on a fresh bird. But but the prior flight, I screwed up something with my instruments, I think.
So the Hornet will not turn on altitude hold if it senses that you're touching the stick at all.
Mm.
And so I had to go into the expert settings of the Hornet, and there's a place where you can add a dead zone, and I just added a 1% dead zone in all four or both axes. It's so small you don't notice it. Like you won't even feel the dead zones there.
Yeah.
But that way, when you let the stick go, it actually is telling you.
Got a space to say I'm dead. It's cool. Well, I presume I've got that off your profile now. So.
Yeah, it should be off my profile. I'm curious to see how that works for you, since I'm running a monster stick extension and weighted stick extension.
Oh yeah. Have you altered it since you've made those changes?
No.
I'll be right back.
Did you use the force feedback base before you had the stick extension?
I used a Thrustmaster Warthog with a shorter, smaller stick extension.
Right.
But since it has a centering spring, it was never a problem.
Right.
The Moza, it's a 6-inch tall and 5-inch aft stick extension. It's like a lot.
Right. But
And now that I've upgraded the firmware and got it all working, like the stick when I let go of the stick, it would fall aft. Like the weight of the stick would pull the stick aft a little, so it would keep climbing. I can calibrate that out now. But before I knew how to calibrate it out, that's why I made the counterweight for it. But I still use a counterweight even though it's calibrated. Because it gives 9 Newton meters of torque and it peaks at 12. But if it's using 2 or 3 Newton meters of torque just to counteract the weight of the stick, then that means that's less sensation I'll feel when I pull back on the stick. So I figured if I leave the counterbalance on it, I still get all the feels.
Right.
I hope it's not breaking my stick, because the grip with the extension, with the counterbalance and weight is fucking heavy. Like I think it's like probably around 3 pounds.
Jeez.
Say, Scott, I got a quick question. I'm in expert settings on Moza. Yeah. We're under trim following setting. I just saw this now. The force feedback mode is on advanced, but the axis input mode is on traditional, but there's a FFB compatible option also. I don't know if that's supposed to be on.
I'm not familiar with that. You're in integrated, right?
Let me go basic. Telemetry.
I would use integrated, but it doesn't.
This is for the.
Hey, sorry, I had to step away.
No problem. I would use integrated. It's just like best of both worlds.
Okay.
It means it's taking the feedback from the game, but it's also taking the settings that you put into the Moza software and it's combining them.
Okay. So I switched to integrated, then click expert settings, and it's still there on the right. Trim follow.
Yeah, let me pull it up and look at it.
Yeah, I just saw it because I was like, whoa, is this something that should have been on like the whole time?
No, under expert settings?
Yes.
Yeah, no, traditional is fine for DCS.
Okay.
If you turn on trim following, you're basically saying like, hey, I don't like the game's not moving my stick for me when I trim, so I want the software to artificially move the stick.
Got it.
But in a Hornet, there's really not much trimming where you need to have the stick move.
Right.
I don't know if it does or not in the Hornet, but it's never bothered me that it doesn't move in real life. Same with the Harrier. Like I know the Harrier stick moves when I trim because I can see it in the game move, but my stick doesn't. And I kind of wish it did, but I haven't got the trim following to work yet. But I know DCS does that, like on the Comcast, on the Phantom, when you trim. Same with the F86 and the others. When you trim, the stick actually moves. It follows the stick's position in the jet.
Right.
But some games it doesn't do. Excuse me, it doesn't work. So that's an artificial way of saying, hey, when I trim and the stick moves, move the stick in real life to follow.
I'm not seeing the Vader library, which is weird.
All right,
Vader,
guys,
do you have
that's
the
it for me.
Phantom?
I do have the Phantom.
Have you flown that with the Moza?
Yes.
The Phantom is phenomenal with the Moza.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. With I didn't do any crazy settings or anything. I just used the standard setting, but or preset. I mean.
All right, gentlemen, that's it for me. Have a great night.
See you, man.
Thanks for
Good
dropping in,
flying.
mate. Good to see you.
It's good to see you guys. Peace.
Bye.
I'm curious what you have for basic settings for the Hornet.
1 second. What was that, Vader?
I said I'm curious what your basic settings are for your Hornet, for the Hornet.
I can send them to you. And I can send you Phantom settings as well. You can import them.
Yeah.
You should set up
But the
repositories.
Phantom, in order to get the Phantom to work, you have to make some changes in the game as well.
Okay.
In DCS.
Not too worried about the Phantom. I'm just curious about the Hornet.
I just sent it to you.
Sweet.
Roll left. Flight control. Flight control.
Here's the other one.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it'll work. You can fly with it, but if you want the altitude hold and automatic flight control system to function the way it's supposed to, there's 2 settings in DCS. Easy ones, but if you special settings for the Phantom, you have to set. Because that flight control system's so unusual.
Where do I upload the preset?
So if you go to your preset list, the bottom right corner of the list of airplanes, there's a little import button.
Oh, I see. It's under that.
Yeah, it's kind of obscure. It should, because mine's set this way, it'll set it for you. It'll set the auto detect.
Request refueling.
So if you don't like my settings, switching back to yours, because I think it's going to automatically, whatever you import from me is going to automatically become your default. So I'm curious if it'll work for you. Are you on a 6-stick?
There's like a tiny, probably like a 2-3 inch one. Because I have my stick on a 30-degree axis.
It's a lot. Holding it
What
sideways.
is it? 15 and... Is it 15 and 30?
15 is the normal, like 12 or 15 I think is the normal offset.
Yeah. It did load it. Stud Hornet.
Cool. I'm curious if it works for you.
Yeah.
Dog, are you flying on my settings?
Hey, I'm just starting up a jet.
Okay, I'm just curious if it works for you as well.
Yeah, so yours are almost slightly backward. Because I'm not sure exactly how these play with each other. So my spring was more around 45%, but my inertia and friction and gain were actually up higher. So it's almost like a flip-flop.
Yeah, I don't like the stick in the Hornet or any of the modern fighters. I don't like it feeling super loose because
neither do I. But
it should have some force. And actually, I wish I could go in and make it less linear. It should be a spring force that gets a lot heavier the farther you pull it, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Because when the stick is too loose in those planes, it's just really easy to over control them.
So yours was set to telemetry. Should it be on integrated?
It should be on integrated. If I had it on telemetry, then that's a mistake. Yeah.
Integrated.
I'll have to check that next time I fly the Hornet. Of course, I had to go in and like adjust all kinds of settings because I upgraded the firmware, and then after upgrading the firmware, I got the cogging for calibration to work, and that kind of changed a lot of my sensations between the sticks. So I had to go ahead and change a bunch of stuff. I also, when I upgraded the firmware, I got it to work as a gear shifter, and it's phenomenal. Like it really works. Like you can definitively feel whatever gear shifter you set up as. You can feel it going in and out of all the different gears. You can feel the gates.
Like the click as you're
Really? That's one
cool.
expensive gear shifter. It's like a fancy gear shifter. About as fancy as it gets, I think.
I didn't like the sequential gear shifter. I think I need to go in and adjust that. It did not feel right, but 5-speed, 6-speed with normal reverse or dogleg reverse, it all works. You can feel the gates, like when you're in neutral, if you just push slightly forward and slide it left and right, you can feel it like hopping, bouncing off the gates for each gear. And when you put it in gear, you can kind of feel it clunk into gear. And I wasn't even playing a game. I was playing DMG, so that game doesn't have telemetry for like grinding gears and engine vibrations. But like some of the higher end games, like there's settings in there. It's not in Moza Cockpit, it's in Moza Pit House, their driving software. But there's settings in there where if the game provides the telemetry, like if you don't clutch the right way, or if you try to shift gears when the RPM's not at the right RPM, like you'll hit the synchro mesh won't let you in, or if you force it, it'll grind the gears and you'll feel it grind. What really grinds your gears, sweetheart?
That dude.
Listen to me talking about DCS.
Hey, Scott.
No, it was me talking about this damn game.
So what sort of resistance should I feel on the stick when I'm static?
What do you mean?
Like on the ground?
On the ground?
Yeah.
It should have an artificial spring force to it.
Pretty tight to me.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, but that's alright. I'm just checking. I noticed
it's tighter for you guys because I'm running, like I said, I'm running a 6-inch extension. So at the end of that extension,
got the leverage.
It's a lot tighter for me than it is for you.
But you might like it tighter because then that means even less movement that you have to do to, Which means
Yeah, you can go down. All you need to do to change that is just adjust the spring slider.
Having a look now. Speed buff crown gear motion.
I think it's like 75 for mine, so I'd try to change it down to like 50. And see how that feels.
I actually like the feel of it right now.
I mean, the plane should not, like, I don't know what a Hornet feels like to fly.
Right.
But
there should be resistance.
In the 38, the flight stick, it had a definitive pressure to it. Like, it didn't feel loose and wobbly at all. It was easy to move, but it was like, it definitively came back to center. And the way the springs were set up, the farther you pulled it, the heavier the spring pressure got. Because it's all artificial. There's no way to feel the pressure on the wings. So the spring pressure needs to create an artificial feel so you don't over control.
I think I'll just try it
there's a warning.
before I mess with it.
There's a warning in the 38 manual that says if you lose both hydraulic systems, you will lose flight controls because they're hydraulically controlled. But the warning says if you lose both hydraulics and lose flight controls, you will still think and feel like you have flight control because the springs will trick your brain.
Oh, that's troubling.
It's like a warning. Like just because you feel the plane pushing back against you does not mean that you are in control.
you watching, Scott?
I'll be right back.
I'm watching Glue in the cockpit. I'm not watching the stream. You hear it on.
Oh, sorry. I've just been sitting here looking at my phone like a loser.
I thought that makes sense to why you were staring so much. You're looking down at your phone. I think Glue is really examining this ejection seat.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can share this.
Do some more carrier work.
I'm watching, dog.
You got that?
I'm watching you, Snoop.
I'll get a Snoop.
Vader, what you about to do, man?
What's it yelling at you about? Look at your left MFD.
Oh, this dog.
Do-dee-do-dee. What's the bottom corner of your left MFD? That's telling you there's a message.
Tech trim. Tech trim and add Vert skid.
So you need to hit the trim reset button to silence the check trim and then retrim to 15 or 16 nose up. Did you hit the trim reset button?
I did. The FCS reset and the rud trim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the add bit, the advanced bit, go to your menu on MFD and go bit. You have to hit the menu again one more time. Top right, or top, middle. You haven't. So those are all the things that aren't working. But they're like that because you were starting the airplane, and they flash if they're new. So if you click stop on the top right, you're basically like, stop telling me about all this shit. Only tell me about new shit that's broken. And that'll get rid of the advanced bit.
Oh.
And then if it ever pops up and says advanced bit, then you just go to that menu because there's probably something new that's broken and it'll be the only thing flashing.
That is good to know. I learned about, for fuck's sake, I always bump my A button with the controls. What a dummy. Hard. Menu. So, 10. The BRC still 268, I assume.
You guys heard him, right? It's called an HSI, right? Not a HSI?
H for Harry. Hell yeah. Not hell yeah. Hell yeah. My Chicago mate always overemphasizes the T's in the word button. I'm like, there's no requirement for T's in the word button. It's a button.
Yeah, it's just this awkward pause for milliseconds.
You just say button. Button.
Same
so
with
you got
button.
it. Button. Oh, that feels better. Like it was like jigga 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 before, now it's like But is there anyone in the pattern? In the
No,
stack?
I'm about to join you. No, I'm about to join you.
No BRC not lit.
Get the box CN on your side. And then you'll have to re-spin in 268. On your HSI.
H.
Wheat spins. What's your rate?
2000. So how long is your extension, so to speak?
6 inches high and 5 inches back.
That's pretty good.
That's sufficient. It'll get the job done.
Is it? Is it?
No, it's very slender, long and thin.
Really? I don't judge. No.
And very curvy, gooseneck curvy. It's really awkward. Honestly, it's gooseneck curve like the helicopter strip is.
You got a weird thing hanging off the end of it too, I hear. So, I'm not one to judge, but
Why does the server always talk about
the moment you materialize, it happens. I feel like you change the tone.
Yeah, there's just this ominous sense with people might be a lot of big discussion terms. Whatever, BB. You run a podcast that talks about buttholes in every episode.
This is a silly place. Camelot. Double the bottle.
Let's see who can out-geek who. The knights will say,
Get me a shrubbery.
cut down the biggest tree in the forest, will.
We are now the knights that say nugget.
I was at Comic-Con, because I'm a nerd and do that shit. But there was a team of people dressed up from that movie as, I don't remember the names of the characters, but it was 2 of them dressed in character and then a third following them around with coconuts.
That's great.
Around the Comic-Con.
Were there monks with big books smacking themselves in the head?
No.
That would have closed it out nicely. That's gold. My wife's Twitch name is Pony Dreams, or Dream Pony. And she got on last night. She's like, clippity cloppity, and I'm like, one clop for yes, 2 clops for no.
I was the last con I was at. You guys watched Ted Lasso?
Yeah, it's great.
So I look up and there's this dude standing like 20 feet from our booth. He has a red beard and he is dressed head to toe in the dog's like coach outfit, including like the lanyard around his neck. And so I just yelled, I was like, "Beard!" He like looks up and smiles and comes over and says hi. And he's like, I've been at this con for 3 days and you're the first person to recognize me.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's one of the few shows that uses kind of hope and positivity as its main hook, because that's what he is.
Yeah.
He just lives and breathes it.
So different from most of the shows on TV.
Totally.
They're filming the 3rd season. They're the new season, not the 4th.
4th season.
4th season. Oh, Roy Kent? Apparently he's my, like, as far as speaking and inflection and vocabulary, he's my spirit animal. I use a lot of the F word, and every time it's a long F.
I like the episode where he gets called to his knees and screaming. And she's cursing and screaming.
Oh yeah. She's keeping a tally of like how much money he owes her.
So classic.
It should be okay.
Or how they rickrolled everybody with the funeral. With like this dad's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
This is so classic.
Bruce, don't eat the frickin' package
Only
from
one
Amazon.
villain in the whole show.
Dude, you can't eat the package.
Charited Ledmore said, cheap viewers on stream booth.
Viewers on stream
remove
booth.
the space, anti-AMS-89.
Yeah, Rupert's the only villain. By the time the whole series ends.
Yeah,
Like, everyone that was a villain
As it's
redeems
not
himself
commencing.
somehow.
yeah, everybody's character arcs are good. Well, no, the other.
Jamie Tartt's dad redeems himself.
No, there was another villain. It was the African super guy.
Oh, you're right. Yep, no, he's the villain. Yep.
Oh, I will give you this. You are a challenge to hang on to.
Okay. Oh, you're on me, are you?
Trying to keep my best formation on your wing this entire time.
Well, so much of that was me extracting a parcel from Bruce's mouth because we give them boxes with like chew treats inside them for like a bit of stimulation of the brain when we can't walk them. And of course, I got a parcel from Amazon on the floor, and I can hear this rattling noise. I'm like, what is that? And there he's got the box like in pieces on the floor. So
He's just chewing up your mug.
2 Captain Bird, 3 Captain Bird, 4 Captain Bird, 5 Captain Bird.
Oh, every time dog chews. That dog. 2 dogs.
Fucking hanging on for life.
Hold on, I gotta switch streets and watch
Mrs. Muffins is like, oh, that's so cute.
Oh, it's too late now. He's already commenced and gotten the break.
My favorite line from Ted Lasso is when somebody says something that could be taken sexually inappropriately, and Ted Lasso says, "That's what that lady from the American Office said."
Or the spicy water. It was like the spicy water guy.
Dude, why can't I bring my staple down? Come down.
Idle. Power moves the staple up and down. Trim moves the flight method.
I'm way too low. Way too low. My hook is not down.
Oh, and yeah, by the way, when you go idle to bring the staple down, you have to grip up.
Yeah, I got confused.
Yeah, just lock the staple to your left hand and move your hand whatever direction you want the staple to move, but you have to trim the opposite way. Keep the plane from responding. Or you could fly Air Force airplanes where they don't fly like that. That was really. What's that? It's not derogatory, it's just a fact.
I wish you could change home field for the carrier.
I usually just set it to waypoint 58 on the FFB page. And most of the time that takes care of things.
His speed brings the staple down. Trim brings
so much.
the Duval, what's it count? Why can I never remember what that's called? My brain refuses
Flight path
to.
vector.
Flight path vector.
So yeah, if the staple's high, bring the power back, but then trim those up so you don't. If the staple's low, add power, but then trim down so you don't climb.
I should
So-
just wait for
Use the power to move the staple, and just trim so the flight path vector is always on the horizon.
I'm loving the judder. On the stick. Oh.
why. Pounds overweight.
Yeah, dog's probably pretty heavy too.
Shame on me.
People keep judging me for my weight. It's not very nice. I mean, I haven't been able to go to the gym for like 3 months.
I'm not judging you for this, I'm judging your airplane for this weight.
Because my airplane's so fat. It's the carbs.
Dog, you're svelte. It's your horn is svelte.
Yeah. So go across the way, cat. Check it. I don't want to check it because I'm gonna just touch it. So in the armpit. That'd be nothing.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Well, this one feels good. Bit low,
Lay
maybe.
low. That was better.
Slow, slow, slow. Hello, boys.
Stunk at the end. It's good for now. Yeah.
Why am I just straight nose up? This is the first time I've done touch and goes on the carrier. These settings are much better, by the way.
I'm about to try him out right now.
Where the hell's my staple going?
What's your speed?
159?
It should be, yeah.
I think I broke my gear.
Look at your gear handle, is it red?
Yep.
Yep.
Red the whole time though.
Oh man, that's good.
Sure.
And Gale this past week.
Ed Gale, it sounds so familiar.
He's the physical performer from Child's Playgrounds and Howard the Duck.
Oh, really?
Oh!
Fuck.
Howard the Duck, when you go back and watch it now, today, it's a fucked up movie.
Yeah, it really is.
Everything from the